So when I think about my why, it obviously over time has changed. Originally, my why was building something that I only would have to build once and it would be around forever and I could walk away anytime I want. That was my why. My why has changed. Obviously, I've accomplished that, right? And I have something that is definitely sustainable. The one thing that everybody should understand in life, anything that you build can also be destroyed. Even if it's cash flowing, making a lot of money, millions, empires can definitely be destroyed. Mismanagement, greedy people, the economy, there are things that are sometimes uncontrollable, but most things you can control or you can foresee. I would never think to yourself that once you build something, you never have to look at it again, you'll always make money. I can't think of an asset, I can't think of a vehicle that's actually the case. Because the truth is the economy can change and it can change a lot of different things in the world, right? So I think what would happen is once you build something, obviously the amount of work and the amount of effort is a lot less, especially if you have proper systems in place. But to think that you'll never have to look at it again, if you have the right people. But the truth is, good people might stay 5, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. But eventually they're going to want to retire. Eventually they're going to want to move on, right? And then if you get a group of bad people in there, they can change the company from what it used to be, right? So nothing is ever guaranteed in life. So that's one thing to think about. But I think my why now would be to build something so big that it can not just take care of me, my future family, my parents, my wife's parents, my future kids, generations in the future, all their kids. Like to build something so big that it can take care of millions of people, right? Because I'm gonna start to meet partners, I'm gonna start to meet, other business people. And I think what's beautiful, if you could create something so big where you have a community, you have a group of people working towards building it up and making it successful, they all can benefit off of it. I think that's something beautiful, that's something that's exciting to strive for, that's motivating. That's half the reason why I also created the community Kingdom of Wealth, right? Just because obviously I feel real estate is a beautiful vehicle to create generational wealth and financial freedom, but it's also amazing to help people realize that potential in a community where their goal is financial freedom, where the goal is help each other for personal development, for financial education, and then ultimately for financial freedom and building that legacy of wealth, building that generational wealth. Because to live life and to just be very wealthy and your family to be very wealthy, but you really haven't really made much of an impact on society. Sure, I provide housing, but maybe in my lifetime I'll provide housing to 10,000 people. That's okay, right? But how about if you created a community where those people, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 1,000, if not even more, those people have changed their lives, and how many more people could they affect in a positive way? How many lives, how many families' lives would have changed because of that? Once you start accumulating wealth and money, you start to realize there's more to life than just traveling and just going on trips, flexing on a boat, flexing in cars or a jet, because that stuff gets old very quick. I truly think people should travel and be very well-rounded in terms of culture and all that stuff, but that stuff can get very addicting, especially when you don't have a sense of direction or a sense of purpose. Your purpose will just to live a life of luxury. And that's not necessarily bad if you want that life, but you also have to ask yourself, what are you contributing to this world? What are you contributing to society? If all you're contributing is posting on social media about how you're enjoying life, I don't know. To me, that doesn't seem so fulfilling, but if that's your purpose, then that's your purpose. But yeah, so that would be my overall why at this point, is just to create something so big that it changes people's lives.